My name is Nancy Emerson. I teach accounting here at North Dakota State University, and I am a lecturer in accounting. This next one is what we refer to as sell or process further. Easiest example to describe this is to think about an apple orchard. Apple orchard has the orchards, grows the fruit, grows the apples. They pick the apples and now they make them available for the market. But perhaps it would be better if that apple orchard also made cider out of the apples. So instead of selling all of its raw apples, they processed it further and made apple cider. The biggest challenge is I'm coming into the classroom with many more years of experience. This language of business is second nature to me. For many of them, they haven't even had the language, let alone know what some of these bigger concepts are in business. So what I like to do is try to relate a particular decision type example to something they already can relate to. What we want to do is say, okay, is it beneficial for the company to do that? By processing it further, by incurring the costs to process it another step, will we possibly get more in sales revenue above and beyond the costs that are incurred? So that's what we mean by sell and process further. So we need to help them understand the foundations of business, the language of business, and how it is that businesses are required to keep track of their resources. I try very hard to bring up examples. If you're going to be in marketing, this is a topic you're going to see again. This is why this accounting course is so important to you. If you're in human resources, you know, our topic on payroll, this is important to you because you have to get this right when you're in human resources and understanding the benefits. So not only can I relate to them as students, can I relate to what major they're going to go into. In North Dakota, we have the experience of Western North Dakota and oil reserves. So what would a question for an oil company be with respect to the North Dakota oil? Sell or process further? So a question that oil companies have to do when they extract oil is, do they sell the oil as is, or do they have their own refining company and refine that into another product? Right? So that would be a common example of what we would experience in North Dakota. There are quite a few times I can go up to a student and ask them, what's your major? Many times students come in and they don't know what major they want. So as sophomores, they're declared a business administration major because they don't know what else in business they want to do. And I have to help them realize they're good at this. Then what I do is I encourage them to take that next level of accounting, Accounting 311. And you can always go from the more specific accounting degree into something less specific. But it's really hard out in the real world if you have a business administration degree to get a job in accounting. So here's the questions we need to consider. How much revenue will the company receive if it sells the product as is? How much revenue will the company receive if they process it further and sell that product? How much cost will be incurred if they have to process it further? Okay, so if we're an oil company, there's a significant cost that comes into refining oil to make it into gasoline and other byproducts. I have no doubt that every single one of us can learn the basics of accounting and do it. The challenge is, do you like doing it? And I'm an advocate. If you don't like doing it, my gosh, don't go into it. You don't want to spend your life in a job or a career in which you're miserable. So don't look at, oh my gosh, I could make really good money as an accountant. But if you don't like it, you gotta spend day in and day out for the next 40 years doing this.